Alright, so today we're going to talk about the Kuat Sherpa 2.0 bike rack. And we're doing this video, I've only had the rack for a little bit, and full disclosure, I went from a $100 Allen Sports bike rack to this one, which is a $600 one. Had the Allen Sports for years, it worked. Was it the most convenient? No, but it did work. And this is more of a convenience, everything about this. So if you notice right now, I'm going over a couple features that I really like about this bike rack. And I'll start by saying it's folded down right now. And on this 4Runner, when it's folded down, you have a walkway, right? So you can get easily to your trunk. Your trunk opens up. And you still have full accessibility of your trunk. So pretty cool feature. Another feature I like with this, let's go ahead and put it back up. So one handle design, right? So you basically just pull that back, the bike rack folds down, lift it up, it locks itself back in. So really simple. Another thing I love about this bike rack, the Allen Sports, like I said, you can't compare a $100 bike rack to a $600 bike rack. So the features on this one are just phenomenal. I'm pretty stoked, and I'm pretty happy to share them with you. So some of the features are like the locking mechanism. So you can lock two bikes in, and it has a lock that locks straight in here, right? And so some people will be like, okay, well, what about still in the whole hitch? Well, it comes with a lock for the hitch, right? And the cool thing they did was they were smart about it. The same lock, the key that goes to that lock goes to this lock. So it's one key, you're not messing around with a bunch of different keys. And another thing, and this is probably one of the things that is the biggest difference between the Allen Sports bike rack, is the ease of loading. I mean, you literally, it takes you 20 seconds to load a bike. So if you were gonna put a bike on, you're basically just gonna press this button, you're gonna flip this down, you're gonna hit the quick release right here, and you're pulling your bike off. Like, that's it. Loading up, same thing. So it's phenomenal the way this thing works. Like I said, $600, but it's well worth it. Another great feature is the Allen Sports bike rack was actually metal. It lasted fine in Texas, but if I was somewhere where it snowed and there was salt in the road, that probably could have been an issue, because it would have started rusting. And the paint did wear off, and I did bang it around, and I used it for every bit of $100. This one is 95% aluminum, so it's super light, weighs 30 pounds. So even with two bikes in the bike rack, you're gonna have very little weight on your tail, so it's not gonna make your vehicle pull down and sag like some of these, like that weigh 100 pounds out of the box. So those are just a couple of the features that I really like. As far as durability, when I was picking this up, one of the deciding factors was there was a lady actually at the bike store that had this rack, right? And she said that she had damaged it multiple times. Like, she had backed into, she basically bent this arm right here, right? And she called him, she's like, hey, this is what I did. I've had this rack for 3 years or 2 years or whatever it was, and I need a new arm. So how much does that new arm cost? And apparently the company told her, they were like, hey, don't worry about it, we're just gonna send you one. They sent it to her for free, right? Then the same lady, she lost her keys, so her rack was just permanently on the car because she didn't have the key to remove the locking pin, and then her bikes were still in the car and they were locked in. So she called the company and they sent her a key for free. So to me, that piece of customer service is huge, especially today, because a lot of businesses are losing that. So that piece of customer service is just crazy good. As far as how mine holds up, I plan on doing long-term reviews on it, kind of like I did with the Allen Sports bike rack. So I will be doing reviews to where, like, do like 6 months in, a year in. But as far as like how this one's gonna hold up, this one's gonna be on a lot more trails, I would say. It's already been on a couple trails, nice and dusty. So it's gonna get banged around. And the cool thing about this rack is there's no play in it, right? So like, it's solid. Like, I'm trying to pull it and it's not moving. So once you put it in the receiver, right, it's loose. It's loose as hell. But then down here, you actually have a spin knob, and this tightens it up. So that's what makes this rack not move at all. Like, this rack is sturdy. You're going down some trails with two bikes, you know, you're hitting a couple potholes, and this thing is just straight solid driving down the trail. So I'm really hyped up. It's initial review with some of my favorite things, and if I do another video and things start going wrong, I might be a little less enthusiastic about it, but for now I'm pretty stoked about it. Like I said, especially that I can open the trunk, still use full function. I can drive down the trail, not worry about it. When I'm tired after I get back from a ride, it's easy to put the bike on and I'm back in the car. So far so good, awesome. I hope I don't have to deal with the customer service, but if I do, I hope it's the same way as the lady in the store. But if you do have any questions, feel free to drop it. I plan on leaving it on the 4Runner for a little bit, testing it out, driving around, and of course I'm going to hit trails and stuff. So if you have any questions, drop below. I'll see if I can help you. As far as prices for it, right? So I went to a mom and pop bike store, and his price was the same as Amazon's price, right? And the difference is that if I didn't like it, he was like, hey man, you can just bring it back here and you can find a new rack. Like, no worries, I'll refund you and you find a new rack. Amazon has the same features, right? But then you're packing it up, you gotta ship it back out, the whole nine. So check your local bike stores, because they are similarly priced as far as in stores and Amazon, even online, unless you find it on sale for some reason. But other than that, like I said, check your local bike store, support your local bike store. And like I said, I'll do a video on this in a couple months and tell you how it's holding up. Thanks for watching.